Thank you. Over 77 million PS3s have sold, 40 million PS4s, and 12 Vitas. It truly is a remarkable time to be part of the PlayStation community, isn't it, people? Thank you. We promised a lot of exciting games in 2013 when this PS4 launched, and in 2018, we hope to release some of those games. There's been a lot of exciting conversation the last few months about a PlayStation successor, a kind of half measure. A PlayStation 4.5, some are calling it, or a PlayStation 4K. We refer to it as the PlayStation Neo, or its official name today, the PlayStation 4 One. That's right. Neo means one in the Matrix, and there can only be one. We think it's a highly unique title. Nobody else on the market's doing it right now. The PlayStation 1 is more of everything you love about your PS4 for double the cost. As a bonus, you get 4K resolution, enhanced frame rates sometimes, and a new shade of black on the console. And I see a couple troubled faces out there like, oh, if I don't have the PlayStation 1, am I a total fucking loser? And am I not gonna be cool like my friends? And are they gonna make fun of me? Of course they are. But don't worry, those exciting new games coming out, they're still gonna work on your crappy PlayStation 4. You're still gonna get mediocre visuals and sound. And we do have the PlayStation VR coming out. That headset, virtual reality is real, people. And you don't need the PlayStation 1 to experience that. I mean, yeah, it's gonna run like total shit on a regular PlayStation 4. So, I mean, yes, you are going to need to upgrade for sure. I mean, that is actually a fact. You need to upgrade or it's not going to work at all. PSVR is going to revolutionize the industry at only a fraction of the cost of our competitors at $399. Yes, you are going to need a PlayStation 1 to run it, so that'll be another $399. Oh, and you can't run it without the camera too. That will be an additional $59.99. Of course, you can't really experience VR without our amazing tech, like the PlayStation Move. You'll need two of those, and they're $31.99 each. So dollars to dicks, you're going to be spending about $1,000 on this puppy, and it's going to be well worth your time. We haven't talked about the games for the PlayStation VR because there's just really nothing worth talking about right now. We got rigs. We have rigs. That's pretty sweet. Now that Uncharted 4 is out and getting rave reviews, it's time for Naughty Dog to set their sights on their next big game. Most people guessed it was going to be The Last of Us 2, and guess what? Most of those people are right. Kinda. Instead of a full-blown sequel, the gang over at ND revisited the first game and rebuilt it from the ground up with better graphics, 60 FPS, and 0 load times. This is coming exclusively to the PlayStation 1 and it will be titled The Last of Us Remastered. Again. Gran Turismo's a big deal, or at least that's what people tell me. We have GT Sport on the way, but the next version is already in beta. Today I'm announcing Gran Turismo Drive Club. It's a more social way to drive with players online, compete in events, pine for that top spot on the leaderboard, customize your car, and so much more. This will be free for PlayStation 1 users at launch, then we'll postpone it for a year, strip out everything that made it unique, and give it to you piecemeal, and you can buy some of the DLC. The Last Guardian's been a bit of a cruel joke. Over a decade in development, millions lost, and a large staff overturn. Fortunately, there's a silver lining here. The game is out as I speak for $60 digital only. You owe it to yourself to play through this 2-hour campaign with a cat, bird, lizard thing who barely listens to you. 0 replayability. This is a one-time shot. You're gonna love it. It's very artsy, it's very spiritual. The game is great because it removes that barrier of fun most games have and instead focuses on things players typically hate, such as escort missions, clumsy controls, and slow animations. This truly is the masterpiece we've all been waiting for. Speaking of waiting, who's ready for No Man's Sky? I feel like this thing's been in development forever. Come on, release it already. But we do have a reason for these delays. There is a method to this madness. We have been waiting to get it ported and ready for the PlayStation VR headset we have now retitled the PlayStation VR 360. Because you can turn your head in a lot of directions, which I think is around 360 degrees. No one's ever called anything a 360 before. Highly unique again. We have the PlayStation 1, we have the PlayStation VR 360. This is all part of the Sony family, and we hope you join us. Get ready to immerse the shit out of yourselves with that headset on and your two dildos in the hands, much like a typical Friday night at the Kardashian house. And there's even more exciting news. This thing has Wonderbook compatibility with it, and it's also cross-buy for the PlayStation Vita. Before we get too balls deep in the games, I want to touch on our movie TV branch quickly. Powers is a hit PS Plus show, which is ramping up for season 2. It just goes to show that anything can get a second season when you only invest $30 into it. The Ghostbusters reboot is hitting theaters this summer, and with it comes a tie-in VR title called Bustin' Makes Me Eat Good. Play as Slimer or Melissa McCarthy as you chew your way through 12 food-themed ghost levels. I'll have what she's having. Oh my god, what are we doing with the VR? It was tough seeing Titanfall go exclusive to Xbox at launch, but that doesn't mean the sequel has to. Titanfall is here and bigger than ever before with all new multiplayer modes, loadouts, and Mountain Dew cross-promotion. So eat a dick, Call of Duty. We heard your cries at the lack of single player in this game, so we have introduced a 21-hour single player campaign as DLC. Price hits the G-spot right at that $15 mark where we like to live, but you get more than just the single player experience. You get custom cowboy hats, you get custom boots, you get custom lasso. That's my cowboy impression. It's not very good. We've talked about Media Molecule's new venture Dreams a few times in the past. With its unique playstyle, ambitious creation tools, and clay-like presentation, it's no wonder people don't have a single clue what the hell this thing's about. But please stop by after the conference to the Media Molecule booth. You can see the same demo from last year. The release date's to be determined. It's never coming out. Please be excited for another great year of PlayStation. On your way out, make sure to wave to Greg and Colin. They're here from Kinda Funny Games. They're looking for donations for the Patreon page. They want to do a podcast from the moon. They're looking to raise about $3 million on top of the tons of money they already have. Or you could stop by the Feud Nation Patreon page, throw Adam $1 or $2 because it's a pretty sad state of affairs over there. Thank you for stopping out. We'll see you all again next year, maybe.
Bring the action.
When you hear this in the club, you gotta turn the shit up. You gotta turn the shit up. You gotta turn the shit